Yo, what is up guys? Dale Boy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are well. Now, I wasn't really sure whether I even wanted to make a video on this, but I thought why not? There's a lot of drama going around in the UK boxing scene right now about a certain reporter by the name of Umar Ahmed, aka Umar Ifl Umar. Now, he works for Ifltv and obviously interviews various fighters across the country, goes abroad, watches fights, etc. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Ifltv, in all honesty, and I don't really rate Umar as an interviewer, but that's besides the point. This week social media's been all over him, basically for tweets he made when he was, 16, 17 years old. A few of those tweets, in my opinion, weren't really that offensive at all. You know, there's a couple of tweets aimed at Tyson Fury and Kell Brook and even Anthony Joshua. To me, those tweets weren't really offensive at all. The tweet people are getting upset about is the Hillsborough tweet. Now, obviously what he said was very distasteful, and, you know, to people in Liverpool, they're obviously going to take that extremely seriously. A lot of people were affected in the Hillsborough tragedy, not just the victims who died, but obviously their family, their friends, etc. You know, it was felt big in the community. So, listen, I understand that comments like that create a lot of controversy and cause a lot of people some heartache. So I'm not condoning what he said in regards to Hillsborough. Not at all. But I'll be honest, I do believe people are going way over the top in regards to this. I really do. First and foremost, like I said, the guy was 15, 16, 17 years old at the time. He was very young, very immature. And at that age on social media, I know I posted some really vulgar shit in my time. And probably stuff that's worse than what Umar put on Twitter all those years ago. So I can't really sit here and say the guy should be sacked when I was probably doing the same thing at his age. And listen, people who are much older post all types of shit on social media. And these same people are calling for this guy to get sacked. I really don't like this cancel culture that has emerged in the last 2-3 years. Somebody say something a little bit out there that could be offensive, and people are calling for their head, for them to lose their job, etc. I don't like this culture. I really don't. And listen, and the saddest thing is, think about it, somebody would have sat through that guy's Twitter feed, scrolled all the way back to 2015 to find something incriminating. To me, that says more about that person than it does Umar saying something when he was 16 years old. Imagine the amount of time you have on your hands to be able to do something like that. Crazy. Those people really need to get out more, and they need to assess their lives. They're clearly not doing anything with their lives if they've got that amount of time on their hands to do something like that. To go through somebody's Twitter with the desire to basically ruin them, that person is evil, I'm telling you now. That person's evil. They see someone doing well, and they've got to bring them down. And we see that all of the time now on social media, and to much bigger personalities than Umar, big celebrities who say something a little bit out there that could be deemed offensive, and people are calling for these guys to get their jobs taken away and get sacked. And it's even beyond that now. Certain high-profile celebrities or sportsmen, they could have certain political beliefs, and they are labelled as a certain way, and again, people call for them to get boycotted, to lose sponsors, to lose their jobs. I mean, what's wrong with people these days? I really don't understand it. People are just far too sensitive these days. Like I said, imagine having the time to go through someone's tweets just to find something that could ruin them. I think that's tragic, in all honesty. And like I said, that says more about them than it does the person who made those tweets originally. Come on now, what's wrong with people? And listen, there are a lot worse tweets on Twitter than what Umar Ifl Umar said. Like I said, let's be honest, half of these people complaining about what Umar said, if we went through their group chat on WhatsApp, or we went through their social media and presented it to their job, do you think they'll still have a job? Most people are just being massive hypocrites here. They really are. And like I said, I really hate this cancel culture. I really do. And like I said, it's got to the point now where it's not even about spreading hate and things like that. You can't even have certain political beliefs because people twist it and they try and paint you out to be something you're not. People literally try to slander you and destroy your image because of political beliefs. Social media really is a toxic place, and that's why I avoid it as much as possible. I use YouTube and I use Twitter for boxing. That's it. I don't have any personal social media now. It's a complete waste of time and nothing really good comes from it. Nothing good comes from it. I mean, what comes from it that's any good? I mean, if you want to stay in touch with people, get their phone number, add them on WhatsApp, sorted. You don't need social media. Most of it's absolute tripe. And like I said, I think social media has a lot to answer for in regards to the downfall of Western culture. Do people really think it's a coincidence that the increase in mental health problems coincides with, the rise of social media? Do people really think that's a coincidence? Like I said, social media, for me, just really creates negativity. It really is a cesspool of degenerates and scumbags as far as I'm concerned. And that's why I kind of stopped using social media. Apart from, like I say, for this boxing thing, that's the only reason I use social media. If I didn't follow boxing, I wouldn't have a Twitter. I would literally just watch YouTube. That's all I would do on social media, is watch YouTube. So yeah, and I think since I've got rid of social media, it's certainly been a benefit to me. So there we go. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Are you one of those people who believes Umar should be sacked from his job? Or like me, do you believe he just said a few stupid things when he was young? We've all been there, and most people who are moaning about this are just being massive hypocrites. If you can find me somebody, especially male, who's not said something stupid online, then fair enough. But I'm not for this cancel culture. I've never been pro-censorship. Even in regards to viewpoints I don't like, people have the right to express their views. Whether I dislike them or not is irrelevant to me. I don't like cancel culture. I think it's a really slippery slope, if I'm being honest, and potentially dangerous. So I think people really need to take a step back and just chill out, to be honest with you. Just chill out. Anyway, share your thoughts below. What do you think of this story? Peace.